here in this industry for almost 2 decades now, and looking forward for the session.
Mr. Ajay Shukla, sir.
Hi, I'm Ajay Shukla. I'm Managing Director, Global Study. We are a UK headquartered international recruitment company.
Thank you. Mr. Kumar Kota.
Yeah, good evening to everyone. A little bit my throat is not doing well. I apologize for that. My name is Srinivas Narasimha Kumar Kota, but people call me Kumar. I'm in this country for more than 25 years. Been in different verticals, but fortunately more than a decade in education.
Thank you very much, first of all, for giving this wonderful opportunity. My name is Abhilasha Singh. I'm the Vice President for Academic Affairs at American University in the Emirates. We are located in Dubai International Academic City and currently offering 12 undergraduate and 10 graduate programs. Thank you very much and look forward to having a very productive discussion.
Thank you, Mr. Jan Horn.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Jan Horn. I am the Managing Director of SAE Creative Media Institute in Dubai. We are an Australian university that have been operating in Dubai since 2005, although we have been in existence since 1976. Currently, SAE Institute has got about 43 campuses in 23 countries around the world, and we only specialize in creative media programs. That's all we do. We are not a wide range university. We focus on design, film production, animation, game development, immersive technologies, virtual reality, augmented reality, audio production, and these non-traditional type of qualifications that are usually overlooked as career paths. So it's a pleasure for me to be here, and I'm looking forward to the discussions.
Thank you, sir. Dr. Sujit Jayaprakash.
Thank you. Good afternoon to everyone, and thanks to Meritto and team for organizing this wonderful event. It's a great networking happening here, and pleasure to be a part of this event. I'm Sujit Jayaprakash. I'm the Associate Vice President for Imperial Global Group. BRITS Imperial is an Indian-based organization. We had our humble beginning back in 2014 in Gujarat. And in 2019, we started our university in Dubai as Nest Academy of Education and Management. Following that, we took the study center of BRITS, we took the study center of UCLIA Business School, France, and started it in Sharjah. Within a short span of time, we were able to attract more than 3,000 students. And today we have campuses in Australia, we have campuses in Canada, and now we are coming up with a campus in the US as well. We are quite a migration-focused university, attracting students from Asia, Africa, as well as in the Middle East. And looking forward to this wonderful session. Thank you once again.
Thank you so much. So the topic is very interesting. The rise of UAE as a hub for foreign university branch campuses. As we know, Dubai and UAE is famous for a lot of things. But one of it is that it's becoming the next education hub, and it's attracting a lot of universities from abroad who are opening up their campuses here. So we're going to discuss, what makes UAE a unique place which attracts so much of universities here. What is there that the universities are offering for the students, and what could be the challenges and what we can foresee as UAE as an education hub. So I'll start with Ajay sir. So Mr. Ajay, since you have a vast experience, right, in recruiting students from all across the globe in UAE, right, so with the trends and development that you have observed in UAE in past 15 years in education sector, right, what could impact the foreign universities and services, and what are the things that our students seek from any universities, and what is unique about UAE?
I think the model of Dubai and UAE as in its early inception was build it and they will come. And that is how the education hubs of the Knowledge Park as we know it today, the academic city, both of these in Dubai are home to over 50 university campuses. If you count UAE, it's a very tiny country by geography and population, just 10 million people, but it has more than 100 university campuses. So obviously there is something working for it. So I'll just take maybe just 120 seconds to sort of set the context before I jump into the answer. So build it and they will come was really the model where they built these amazing facilities where shared campuses, incubation campuses, where you could take up more space as you grow, shared infrastructure, whether it is student cafeterias, access to public transport, and a variety of other student services were offered in one single location so that universities found it easy to take the decision to enter the market. The second is the supply side, which is the domestic school supply side, particularly for the undergraduate programs, is fairly strong. You would say more than 12,000 students actually graduate out of domestic provision in K-12, and they seek university admissions. Obviously, at undergrad level, there is a greater chance that they will look at domestic before looking at study abroad or go back home option. So, that is really the kind of strong domestic momentum that it has. But more importantly, Dubai, UAE as a whole is the economic, financial hub for Middle East, North Africa, and increasingly so for South Africa. So what I call the broader MENASA region is the catchment for universities here. So international students are getting attracted to Dubai as a safe hub, as a study hub. Now, why is it that international students find it attractive to be here? I think that was the question. First of all, it's single flight from anywhere. In terms of cost of living, it provides a price point for every demographic, whether you can afford high-end housing, expensive universities in terms of tuition fees, and a greater, higher lifestyle. That is also available, but people who are looking for affordable options, cost of education being a certain manageable, within a certain manageable budget, those options are also available. So it is, and thirdly, it is a very safe city and a country. If you look at the rankings of global safety, Abu Dhabi and Dubai rank consistently amongst the top 10. So parents are also very comfortable having their wards and children study in the UAE because they know it's a safe environment. Secondly, it has a certain cultural affinity towards the MENASA region, Middle East, North Africa, South Asia, in terms of its existing demographic. 40% of all expats or residents in Dubai are Indians, 30% overall are Indians, and there are more than 110 nationalities that live peacefully and coexist together. It has brilliant infrastructure, whether you look at public transport or any telecommunication, Wi-Fi. It has amazing sort of world-class, first-world infrastructure, but at the same time a diverse demographic, which creates a certain very tolerant and easy and coexistential culture, and a little bit conservative compared to, let's say, the US or UK, which parents like, that they are not flinging their kids into a world that they have never been accustomed to. So these are some of the factors that I believe are making it attractive.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ajay, for sharing your experience. So as we know, in UAE, there are a lot of universities which are coming from US, UK, there are universities from Australia and SEA region as well. So my next question is for Professor Abhilasha. So ma'am, reflecting on your organization's transformation since 2006, right, how has adopting an American-style curriculum contributed to UAE's appeal as a destination for international students and educators?
Thank you for that question. So, I would like to add to a couple of points with which Ajay has just mentioned that the location of UAE is very different. So look at the strategic location of UAE. Everything is in the reach of 5, 6 hours, 7 hours. You go to Europe, you go to other places. Like it's very, the location itself becomes very attractive for international population, the expat population here. When we started our operation in the year 2006, 2007. And it was very challenging for us. We had good programs. We started with associate degrees, which is a 2-year program. We thought it is going to be an excellent with American name, American University in the Emirates, so the name itself will be very attractive. It was, but we lost majority of the student, and we were left with around 40 students only in the next semester. The challenge was English education, English proficiency. The English proficiency was a critical element of the admission here, and that's the reason we lost number of students. So why American curriculum becomes attractive is for a number of reasons. Globally, it is accepted, it is very appealing because general education is one of the key elements of American curriculum, which is focused on critical thinking, for example, and a lot of soft skills. So it offers a breadth to the program. So when we noticed that there is a loss of numbers, and we started thinking about whether we are going to be, we are going to be financially stable or not, or if we are going to sustain in this competitive market with more than 75, 76 universities which are accredited by Ministry of Education, Higher Education Affairs, and with more than 1,000 programs which are very attractive for the local market. Then we started focusing a lot on academic support part, offering English language, offering foundation program, which really helped the students, and taking them gradually. We raised a slogan of nothing is impossible, and that's where it was required, like, let's think, no, nothing is impossible. We can probably take care of the institution, and we got a lot of support from the Board of Trustees, and we took 2 points into consideration. One was the quality in education, so we will never compromise with that. So a lot of focus was there on the international accreditation, institutionally and at program level. So our programs currently, like computer science program is accredited by ABIT, design programs are accredited by NASAD. Institutionally, we are a candidate of SAC-CUC, which is a very reputed organization in the United States, and there are 6 reputed organization institutions for institutional accreditation, and SAC-CUC is one of them. So we are a candidate now, and we have already applied for the full accreditation. We also, our business school, where there are 3 programs, it is accredited by AACSB. So a lot of focus was on accreditation, on quality education, and on academic support. We offer a very flexible schedule also, so that we can cater to our institution. We offer 9 to 9. So we start at 9 in the morning, 7 days a week. So it is challenging, the operations, but then at the same time, it caters to the need of working students. Our student demography is like 50%, more than 50% are Emirati students. So you can sense that, but it also attracts a lot of international students, majority from the GCC countries. So that's how we are currently operating. And yes, this is correct that American curriculum is the most popular curriculum in the region. Yeah.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing your thoughts and making us understand, how American university is making the impact in UAE market. So when we talk about universities, we also talk about medical universities. So my next question is for Kumar sir, right? Since you are from GMU, right, and you have got a lot of accreditations in terms of medicals, right? So looking forward for the future, how do you envision the role of GMU in strengthening the UAE's position as prominent center for medical education at global stage?
Right, so I think the one thing that I want to say about SAE, as I did in my introduction, is that SAE is quite different from your traditional university, because we are a specialized institution that focus on creative media programs only. We're not a wide range university that offers bachelor's degrees in many, many different disciplines. We only focus at what we believe we are good at, and that is creative media. Now, what motivated SAE, although we launched in Australia in 1976, what motivated SAE to move to and launch in the UAE? I think I can summarize it with two words. First of all, opportunity, and second of all, vision. The opportunity and the vision, both of those provided by the leadership of the UAE. Now, those of you that would have some insight into global economy, you will maybe recognize the term the creative economy. It's a term that was coined in the early 2000s when there was a realization that there is the possibility and the potential for people to create revenue and income through the application of creative talent. In other words, telling stories and solving problems through creativity. And that actually has a huge economic impact. Since the early 2000s, about 40 countries have adopted a national strategy to change their GDP and economic activity within the country from traditional activities to the creative economy. That's a huge change that have happened globally since the 2000s. Unfortunately, very few people know this. Very few people know of the existence of the creative economy. Back in the early 2000s, the visionaries of this country, of the UAE, realized that they have to start shifting. And it created the opportunity for an institute like SAE to launch here in order to set the base and the foundations for the change to a creative economy. Last year, the leadership of the UAE announced that there is now a strategic focus on shifting the economy within the UAE from the traditional product and services-based economy to a creative economy. This was announced by Sheikh Al Maktoum himself, and you can see that with the establishment of Media City in Dubai, the establishment of Creative Hub in Abu Dhabi, where they have established the biggest creative center and creative hub in the world, focusing exclusively on creative media and content creation. This is not only happening here within the UAE. What is happening in Saudi Arabia, for example, in the same vein, is changing the economy and the focus of the economy in Saudi Arabia right now. And that is the reason why, through opportunity and vision, SAE launched as early as 2005 and to support the development of the creative economy as a strategic driver within this region. So it's been an opportunity that we have been able to have a fantastic journey with, and being able to support the growth of this economy here locally.
Thank you, John. So we talked about solving the problems creatively. So which brings me to my next question to Dr. Sujit. So if I'm correct, you are hosting students from over 31 countries, right? So could you share some light, how you have been able to attract these students, right? What exactly a student, wants from a particular university, and how you have been able to handle, students from more than 30 plus countries in your organization?
Thanks, Shabazz. So you want me to, I mean, you're pushing me to open up my recruitment strategy so that tomorrow I can lose my job. Just kidding. So it's a very interesting question. Before getting into that, when Mr. Ajay started, he made a statement that those days when the universities came up in the Middle East, it came up with the concept of let's build it and then fill it. It's a pretty interesting concept. Now, unfortunately or fortunately, post-COVID, we have seen a lot of disruption happening, especially in the higher education sector, be it in the tertiary education or in the non-tertiary education. We have seen that digital divide is no more there. There is no divide between the boundaries. All this is happening post-COVID, and even the mindset of Gen Z kids, who are our primary target audience, many of the education institutions over here, we all are targeting our Gen Z kids. Their mindset has totally changed. They are not looking for that conventional university system, or they are not looking for that brick and mortar model which we used to operate before. When we were kids, or during our generation, we would love to spend 3 years or 4 years of our life inside a university or within the four walls. But now the student comes with a different concept altogether. Majority of the students we deal with coming from the emerging middle class economy. And why they come to Dubai, or why they prefer to come to Dubai, is because you will earn while you learn. That's a very basic thing what they are looking at. When we attract students from Africa, when we attract students from majority of these Asian countries, one thing we have identified, or one thing we have realized, is that one, they are getting an access to a economically developed, a first world country, UAE per se, and two, they have plenty of job opportunities available. And plus, if your university model is very flexible in terms of adopting what the student wants from you, then I think it boils down to the success of your institution. So we were able to attract students from all these 32 different countries. The major reason being we worked on our flexible education delivery model, plus we also made sure that students get what they are expecting in terms of we facilitate them with their visas or getting them jobs right after the year one of their studies, giving them enough facilities in terms of getting their accommodation and stuff. I think that's what the success is all about. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you so much. Now the next question is for Krishna Kumar sir. Right? So we are talking about solving the complex problems. So from a university like De Montfort, so what do you think are the unique opportunities and challenges that UAE provides in terms of student recruitment?
I think I'm the last in the panel to speak, and I think most of the points have been discussed by our panel experts, but still I would want to emphasize on certain points here. I would want to begin with sharing my experience till date. I've been a banker for 10 or 12 years in India, and when I was in that 12 years, I saw the transformation of the conventional banking towards internet banking or computerization of those bankings. And I had that opportunity to look into the change management. And when I came in here, I came in a very different role, and I was one of the founding member of a great university here, Indian University, and that's where that's when the DIAC also was started, and now if I really look back, it's almost 20 years of enriched experience where you see so many changes, of course all positive changes, and particularly when you're talking about facilitating international students. I had the opportunity to work for Indian University and then Scottish University for another 6 years, another 4 years with a UK-based university. In this whole experience, or in the whole line of experience, you can clearly sense that there is a change in the mindset of the students. When I'm talking about the prospective mindset change, they are looking for things which they would not get in and around, say, their country. And when you're looking at the percentage of local and international, it was always, when if you really look back, it's 80-20, and as you get into the competition part where you get international universities coming in, bringing in their up to their up-to-date research and other sort of entities which will engage students. So it was always difficult for an university as such to create that momentum and have the best out of students towards their university. And see, initially we worked with 123 nationalities when I was in the Scottish based university. Now it was like starting from the scratch. Demand for university, though it is a 153 years old university in Leicester, over here we started very fresh, and we had to compete with some big universities here. And we are really proud to say that we have grown rapidly. And as I speak, we have around 53 nationalities with us, and we have crossed the 4-digit mark now, and looking forward to give the what is a plus, or why is that we are trying to be unique? I think each and every university would be unique in their approach, and each and every university would have their own way of developing the students. But what we would want to emphasize, or what we would want to give back to the community, is the student experience. We make sure the kind of mindset what the student comes in is being satisfied or is being served. And that gives a lot of advantage when it comes to taking care of the team. Our academic team is quite strong as usual, as other universities are. But we go the extra mile. How we are gauging this is with the number of parents who trust us. The end of the day, when it comes to undergraduate program or undergraduate students, parents are the key decision makers, and we are quite on them to make sure that what they are looking at what the finished 3 years or 4 years would transform the students into, and we make sure that we are on the right track. And yes, that makes us quite approachable, and we have a combination of good young and old team members who are quite effective, and we are quite strong. I think most of the universities here are quite strong in corporate partnerships, but that's very critical here. Unless or until you tell them, or you show them what exactly they are going to become after this transformation period of 3 or 4 years, you won't gain their confidence here. At this, I think we are quite, we are not ready with our graduation students. We are yet to get our first batch by next year. But as I speak, we have around 43, 44 companies already signed up with us as an MOU, and that doesn't stop us with developing such arrangements. And when I'm talking about such arrangements, we are talking about Tesla's of the world, we are talking about Porsche, we are talking about FedEx, and these companies are well versed, and to gain that kind of a confidence is you need to have something to give back to the company as well as the corporate relationship. So in that way, we quite have a mixed bag, and we are quite efficient when it comes to answering student queries or parents' queries, and that's how we are serving the community also.